Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome. My name is Aiden. I am so happy that you are here. Today is my May mask roundup. My goodness, it's a little tongue twister. So for the past couple years, I've taken part in the May mask challenge, which is using a mask every day. I didn't talk about it this month or this year because just too many things were going on, and I just didn't have a chance to get it filmed or put up before May started. So I did I think I did a couple posts on Instagram of masks, and that's part of the thumbnail that you were seeing because there was one that was a little bit of a disaster. Anyway, what it is you use a mask every single day for the month of May, so 31 masks. And before, when I've done it, I've done like half sheet masks and did some foot masks and hand masks and eye masks and everything. But this time I really tried to focus on traditional masks because I had so many, and I had some that I had duplicates of, and I was like, you know what, I should try if I like these, and if I don't, pass them along to other people, because I have like a container full of masks right now and it's ridiculous. So we're going to start with the 2 sleeping masks. So I kind of doubled up in this regard because I used these every single night. I used this one first and then this one. So the first thing I have is the Skinfix Redness Recover Antioxidant Redness Treatment, and it's a overnight mask, it says on the back. This was fairly nice. It was not very moisturizing. The thing that bugged me is like it looks like it's so deep, but half of this container is just empty space. So I actually think, I feel like I popped it out at one point. I did. So that's what the actual container looks like versus this. So you can see how much empty space was in this, which is kind of a clever marketing ploy to make you think you're using more than you're actually getting. I think this was an okay overnight mask. I didn't feel like it was super hydrating though. And I feel like overnight masks, I feel they should be a little bit more hydrating. Maybe I should put moisturizers and then sleeping masks. I know some people do that. I didn't do that. I just used the straight overnight mask. The other one I used was from Mamonde. This is the Calming Hydro Sleeping Mask. I probably could have gotten one more day out of this, but I overused it just a little bit, put some extra on my chest because I was trying to get rid of it. This was a very full container. This was very gel-like. It had a little texture to it, almost like it had petals or leaves in it, and it was nice. I feel like it wasn't hydrating enough again, and I also felt like it had almost like an alcohol scent to it. When you put it on, it was very sharp, and I keep smelling it because I don't smell it, but when I put it on my face, like I felt like I smelled a little bit of alcohol. So neither one of them were ones that I would actually purchase at any point. Something that I started using halfway through the month, and I was kicking myself I didn't use it the whole month because I probably could have gotten through this. It is from Mudmasky. It is the Aftermask Vitamin Serum, and this came in one of my subscription boxes. The other 2 were like gifts with purchase, and this is just like a basic serum, so it replenished your skin after whatever mask you used, and it's fairly nice. I still have about half of it to go, so I will continue using this. I need to finish this fairly quickly. I'm hoping I can finish it in June or July at the latest. Fingers crossed. That's my goal with that one. My other goal is to finish this guy. This was in one of my masks challenges last year. I did one in May and I did one in October. I will do Masktober again. So mark your calendars now if you want to participate with me. This one I'm so close to the end of. It does have actual rose petals in it. It is kind of gloopy. It smells like roses. It's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's a lot of mask. It's a 3.4 ounce. And I did have a mini foil packet, like a resealable one, and I decided to pass that one along because I've just used this one so much. And since I don't actually love it, felt like it was better to pass it along. It's a very nice, just kind of moisturizing, calming mask, which is not always what I want. Most of the time I want something that's going to be working a little bit more either anti-aging or anti-acne because, you know, I got acne all over the place. I would prefer, if I'm going to have a rose regenerating mask kind of thing, I'm going to get the Peter Thomas Roth because I love that stem cell mask. It is so good. So I did use 2 sheet masks this entire month. That's it. The first one is from Tonymoly. This is the mini house of masks. There were 6 of them in this container, I believe, and it is the Vitamin C Brightening Mask Sheet. It was okay. I don't feel like it was really outstanding mask. I'm going to use more of them and then I'll decide if I like them or not. I really like this one. I like the Sephora masks a lot. This was the Lychee, which is ultra moisturizing and brightening. It smells nice. It feels nice. It just, like, you feel really glowy afterwards and just really hydrated and nice. Used the Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. I really like these. They're expensive, but I got a 6-pack of these in an Ipsy deal. I'm very excited to have had some more of those because I used up all of my eye masks, except for, like, I have a container that's 30 of them in one go, and that's a lot. So that is one that I definitely want to repurchase in the future at some point. I'm not sure when, though. Okay, this next one is the one that you saw in the caption or the thumbnail, and I had 2 of these left and they were in a giant box. There was a 3-pack and I decided, you know what, I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to use them up, and it comes with a spatula. I might keep the spatula to use to put on masks. I don't know. I haven't decided on that one, but I'm so glad I got rid of these. The Mask Appeal, the Rubberizing mask. I don't know what they were supposed to do. I don't feel like they pulled out anything. I don't feel like they were hydrating either, and they are a big mess. I found when you try to put almost the entire container on, and you can't use an entire container because there's just too much, and the way that they're sealed, you can't reuse them at all. So there's a lot of waste. I didn't like that aspect of it. I feel like they could have done 6 of them with the amount of product that was in here, and they're very drippy. They're messy. My Instagram, I showed, like, the picture on the container and then what it looked like on me. I had it when I sat down to take pictures to show how crazy it was. It actually, like, dripped off my nose because it was such a big mess. I would never purchase these. I would never recommend them. Just no. Don't do it. They're gimmicky and they're not worth it. The next one is also kind of a gimmicky one. It is the Dr. Brandt Magnetight Age-Defier Skin Recharging Magnet Mask. So you get this little guy, you get the little scoop, and then you get the magnet. So you take this out. Man, it's still oily. It's crazy. This was such a messy mask. I don't understand why. And you scoop it out, which was a pain because it didn't scoop out very well. I ended up just using my finger the last time I used it because it was easier than trying to use this and trying to spread it on. I don't feel like you should rinse it down the sink either, which is kind of a problem. So then you're, like, trying to use a paper towel or toilet paper if you're in your bathroom and trying to wipe it off that way. I don't know. I'm not going to keep this little guy. It's just plastic. The other container is plastic. And then you get to the third step and you have this magnet and you wrap it in 2 layers of tissue or toilet paper. I just used toilet paper. 2 squares, wrapped it around, pulled it off. It pulled off really easily. Like, it was crazy to kind of watch. But then you try to, like, rotate it so you get more. And then I had the hardest time trying to get that toilet paper off without getting mask on this. And there's actually a little bit, I don't know where it went, but I know I had some magnetic mask on it. So then I realized you can do this side and then turn it over and do this side and maybe do one more side. And then you have to get another piece of toilet paper. So for me, the whole thing was really messy. It had a lot of extra steps that I had to do. And then you rub in whatever is left, which just feels kind of like a thick, not a thick serum, but almost like an oily serum, because it's not an oil, but it's not as thin as a serum usually is. It feels a little bit more slippery. There we go. So it wasn't something I loved, but it was fun to try, and I'm glad I tried it, and now I don't ever have to use it again. Another mask I didn't like Well, there's some that I didn't like. The Magnet was fine. The Rose is fine. A lot of them are just fine. This one I actively didn't like. I didn't like the smell. This is the Lotus Youth Preserve Rescue Mask Seaweed Radiance Facial from Fresh. This had a funky smell. It still has this funky smell. Don't like the smell. It has like little bits in it. And so you have those on your face and then you have to rinse those off and get them off of your face at some point too. Just not worth it. Didn't feel like it did anything for my skin. And if you're going to be messy, at least do something for my skin. Okay, I have two of these. The first one is an older bottle. The second one is a newer one. This one I had used before and I smeared it all over my face and then I realized it was kind of rancid. Not terribly, but a little bit. It didn't feel bad on my skin or anything, but it didn't stay on my skin very long because I realized it wasn't great. So then I opened the other bottle because I was like, I don't want to pass this along to somebody. And this was fine. This does have a good sting to it, so you can definitely tell that it is, I should tell you what it is. It is from Ren. It is the Glycol Lactic Radiance Renewal Mask. It's quite nice, but it is one that's going to go rancid on you. I don't know how long I had the other one, but I don't want anything, because I have so much stuff, anything that has that chance of going rancid that I already know has an issue, I'm going to pass along and not use. So that one wasn't, like, I liked it, but not enough to purchase it. But if you're looking for a lactic acid one, that's a good one. All right, a couple of mini ones. This is from Fresh. This is the Rose Face Mask with soothing rose petals, hydrates, and tones. This was fine. It's similar to the Feel. I feel that the Feel one is a nicer one. It's a little, it's more affordable for one. And I think the smell is just a little bit more pleasant. It doesn't smell quite as much like dead roses as the Fresh one does. So I would recommend Feel over the Fresh. I have two minis of that I will be passing along because that's why I started with that one, so that I would have just one go with it. Then I had this thing that came in a sample pack. I don't even know how long ago. It is from Origins. It is the Maskimizer Skin-Optimizing Mask Primer, and it's a pre-mask treatment. So you spray it on your face and then you put your mask on. And it was okay the first time. And I think I tried it 2 or 3 times. The third time when I sprayed it on my skin, it stung. And I don't know why it stung, but I wouldn't purchase it after that third instance or that second instance, because I don't want anything that's going to sting my skin before I put on, you know, a real mask. I still have so many. This next one is from Epionce. This is the Enriched Firming Mask. I have a couple more samples of these. I think I will use these again. It was just a nice kind of mask. It felt good. I don't really know if it did much firming. I don't have that issue so far, but I did like it as a mask and it smelled nice and it was just kind of a pleasant experience. The Ahava Time to Clear Purifying Mud Mask. If I got another sample of this, I would probably use it. Although I have so many mud masks, I feel like this was a pretty standard mud mask. It stung a little bit, which I have that issue with a lot of masks, because they're supposed to be doing something to your skin. So they make sure that you actually tell that it's doing something to your skin. I also like to see results, and I don't know if I saw good results with it. I feel like a sulfur mask shows more clarity than a mud mask. This is one that I have taken the others of this out of my collection because I just don't like this. This is Glamglow Supermud Clearing Treatment, and it says it has eucalyptus leaf teoxy, and I think that's why part of the reason why I don't like it. I'm not a fan of this because it does have like chunks of leaves in it. If it was just a smooth thing, I would probably like it a little bit more, but I feel like I'm putting leaves on my face at the same time, and I don't love that about it. It stings a little bit more than other mud masks too, so I would rather just stick with another mud mask. But I do like it's a fine one, and I think other people really, really like it. It just wasn't my favorite. Then I have this one. I can't decide. I have another one of this and I can't decide if I want to keep it or not. It is from Palmetto Derma. It is the Rejuvenating Antioxidant Mask, Brighten and Soften Skin. This was fine. Also, this was, I think it has peptides, glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid. So some good ingredients. It was an okay mask. It didn't blow my mind. I didn't hate it. It's one that I can't decide if I want to use another container of it that's the same size. Like, it's not very big, but it's just not something that I really get excited about using. This one I loved though. Oh my gosh, this was so good. And I have another one of this that I was thinking was going to go in my pass along pile. No. This is Dr. Brandt Pores No More Vacuum Cleaner Blackhead Extractor. This is so good. I really enjoyed this. I felt like it did such a nice job on my face. Like, it just felt clean and nice, but not stripped. And I feel like it actually did do some good for my, acne, oily skin. And I really like this one. I'm excited that I have another bottle of it. And it's one that I probably will purchase in the future when I get through all of my masks. So that's it. That was a lot of masks. I will leave a total down below of how many I used up because I haven't counted them yet. And I went through quite a bit. I tried to get ones that were already open. That was one of my goals, was to finish up ones that I knew were open or ones that were a little older in my collection. And then there was a couple sheet masks. There's a couple days where I just wanted to have a sheet mask because they're so nice. So I will be going back to probably using sheet masks a little bit more. Let me know if you participated in the May Mask Challenge, if you've done it in the past, what your thoughts are, if you've tried any of these masks and what your thoughts are on them, or if there's a mask that you think I should try, let me know down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye.